slice of Warptorio Life Warp Zone 31. We kind of just got here, we plugged in some water, that's all pretty normal stuff. A bunch of things happened in between that were mostly pretty chill, to be honest. We piled through a bunch of tech. Let's go and have a look at the tech kind of briefly. Yeah, I discovered there was some blue military physical damage tech that I hadn't already done, so we did that. In between, there was a lot of... Yeah, I got a lot of these platform size things done. There was a bridge size thing, we'll see that in a bit. Platform size, we got warp factory floor. There was a thing that depended on electric furnaces, so we got that. So we've just got a lot more space to play with. And yeah, the giant four-dimensional spike that is the warp platform has pushed further into our reality. And so we built some more turrets around the edge. This is the thing that is annoying me a little bit is the platform is an odd number of tiles high and wide, which we can tell also because the central square is 5 on a side. So I don't really know. I mean, I guess I could do a thing like this, but I don't know if I want that much defense on it at all. I don't really know if I want to be defending with... I think mostly these, castle wings are gonna get more stuff done defensively, and basically haven't decided yet. One thing I have done is we've cut the crude oil supply, so all these things are empty and all these tanks are empty, so I can move this around a bit more for reasons we'll get to in a bit. We're also buffering a bunch of acid, which is also just disastrously hand-fed, which we'll get to in a bit. And yeah, let's I mean, there's barely even mining here to go and plug in at this point. This is all just kind of grim. Let's just go downstairs and look at some stuff. Yeah, because we've got in the situation of the last couple of warp zones have been pretty good for just collecting... Wait, I didn't actually start a new tech. What do I want? Oh, there was this... Yeah. Start that and then talk about it later. Yeah, just having a lot of stuff. So these buffers are pretty much full. This left one has iron, this right one has copper. They both filter to tolerate either of those things, which is fine. That's all good. Down here we've got military science kind of lacking for steel. Steel is the thing I kind of worked on a bit. I've got a bunch of wall that's just been made here, and then more wall, and then a lot of grenades, so that's all fine. This tower doesn't actually have any more smelting cached. Interesting. We've just got these buffers here, but this also, fine. I have noticed that the engines, which are now also prod modded, ended up kind of short of pipe. I think we need to do something about that later, and then I think I also want to put some steel smelting here, which is going to make all of this arrangement worse. And yeah, so we got a lot more space to play with as well, which is also why I was kind of happy doing these disastrous kind of hand-fed things and just putting steel in a box over here, because that meant that I could get the blue science I needed to figure out how much space I would have to build something seriously. This military science thing, who knows how big that could be at this point. We can probably do a larger one because we've got an extra 5 tiles of column width to play with. And figuring out, I think I used to have a bit of a smelt thing here that I wasn't even using, and we can have a lot of space in there now. We can figure out what we're doing with that. And then also, yeah, a bunch of hand-fed modules, because I figure I'm probably going to need modules of stuff. Bunch of handcrafting, which I think was actually mostly to get stuff. It was mostly for inventory compression. But yeah, I mean, we're going to go set up some mining, not particularly concerned about that. What we are going to do I have enough bullets for this? Yes. We're going to do the first basic little scout to pick off any close little bases that will give us more attacks than we want. And yeah, people have there's been a bit of chatter in the comments about whether or not Nightfall makes this mod selection easier or not. And it definitely makes the first day easier, but also I'm at the point now where... You get in here. The fortifications I've got around my base are just strong enough that I don't worry about the first night anyway. And then... yeah, it's fine. And then also I can just push like a boss. Like, this is a thing that I am pretty good at, having practiced stuff for those bots. Took a while to get in here. Yeah, like, the pushing fast means I can clear out large areas, I can get a bit more space, that's all pretty fine. I think it mostly just moves the difficulty around, because it means we get waves of giant attacks. Is that... yeah, this one is close enough to be worth dealing with. And there's also... okay, there's a bunch of worms over there as well. Fine. This is also, like, not concerning at all at this point, because we can just go like that. I have a combat shotgun. I keep forgetting I have a combat shotgun. And we didn't even lose any bots, because that was all just super fast, and we are out. And yeah, so I mean, being able to push bases fast means that it's not worth going that way. Pushing bases fast means that we can just move quickly from one place to the next, and just like, yeah, not worry about how much. This is going to be slightly awkward, but not really. Missed. Let's get that one back. It's not especially graceful. You can go away. Yeah, my combat shotgun is pretty good even against the small snappers now, which is pretty nice. You give me these guys back. And yeah, like the big waves of stuff do add a complication that you don't usually see until probably later on. Like, certainly if you hang around in the same zone for long enough, you'll get waves of the kind that you do in general sort of nightly progressions with nightfall on, but you just get them immediately with all these guys. Yeah, these guys would be swinging in at the same time as this attack wave would be swinging in, were we not here just like, you know, casual war crimes. It's fine. Did I lose a bot? I lost a bot. Super annoying. I'm kind of fine with that for now. I did make more bots, which are going to feature in the plans of things we're doing today. That guy doesn't even matter. You get in here. And there's another little base. Oh no, there's a decent sized base up here. Okay, yeah, we're gonna kill this as well. It's actually... no, we can leave the bots on. It'll be fine. Some of the bots took damage. It's not a big deal. So yeah, we're gonna get us some space. We're not gonna get attacked that much. This is... so there's also some stuff up there. These guys are probably pathing in. Maybe there's a thing down here. I'm not overly concerned. And also, I mean, the starter patches were kind of garbage, so I did also want to just wander around a bit and see whether or not there were other patches that were worth having, and the answer is kinda no, with the exception of the uranium, of which there's quite a lot. Quite a few recent maps have been showing me uranium, and I've not been able to do anything with it yet. So I think we're actually going to pivot from... we're going to go and do the uranium processing, because if I can get that up pretty quickly, and we can then even maybe go and harvest a platform some of these things, I think we're going to leave all those bases there. I don't want to give away too much evolution. Yeah, having a non-fossil fuel power plant seems pretty nice. I mean, it raises the stakes a bit because uranium is more difficult to find than any of the other stuff. As opposed to coal, he said. I mean, but we also don't have coal here anyway, so never mind. Do I have any injured cars? I do not have any injured cars. That's all fine. Yeah, so, with that... okay, it's now nighttime again, so we're going to get attacked as we're trying to do this thing. Never mind. The thing I wanted to do today, most of all... I was going to talk about... these guys are still here. I was going to talk about, like, zones we went through last time, because we kind of... like... Can I put a harvester platform over the top of these dudes? I can. Where do I want the harvester platform? Like here? Oh, that swapped them into the base, didn't it? It did. Yeah, so let's just deal with these guys. I'm not seeing any more, and I'm not hearing any of these guys getting chewed, so that's fine. Okay. Make sure these guys are in my pocket before going back out here. Yeah, the thing I wanted to do today... and this cliff is probably going to annoy me, is I want to set up the harvester platforms again. yeah, we still haven't done the previous mission review. I guess we do that in between while we're doing something else. Maybe while we're trying to set up this uranium thing. Yeah, because a bunch of people, other things that have turned up in the comments are people saying, hey, you can put miners on this platform, and we could do that. We're not going to do that either, because you know what's better than having a bunch of bots build a bunch of mining for you. The thing that's better than that is, instead of standing around and waiting for them to do it, I could just have a roboport here and have a robot network on the harvester platform and have a giant blueprint that has all of this mining on it, which is I think what we're going to set up today, because the next thing I want to do is... Yeah, we don't actually have these either yet, do I? I want flamethrower turrets. I've decided I'm going to do a flamethrower turret thing, and we can have... Like, I think what general plan is there going to be any good? Maybe let's have it here. Let's have it here for reasons, and then like one in the middle, I guess. And then I also don't have a whole lot of these pipes, but that's fine, because that's kind of not what it's about. Yeah, I need to figure out how to put a tank somewhere here as well, but the basic plan is I want a pattern of flamethrowers like so. Should we at least... I mean, I don't even think I care about connecting these. I don't hugely care about connecting... I mean, well, let's collect this anyway, but also, yeah, all of these buffers are still full. Oh yeah, we just trapped a bunch of bots out there, didn't we? Both of the harvester wings are kind of unhappy with their outputs blocked because, yeah, you can't really see it because I haven't gone down there, but all of these buffers are full as well. The base is just ticking along, you know, uranium processing doing a thing. Yeah. So I don't really need to connect this. This is more about figuring out where a blueprint will go, and it looks like if I should have... Yeah, there's all of that iron in the way as well. I think I may as well also do this with storage chests. No? Is there a good way of... if I can do... Yeah, but I'm going to need 4 storage chests for this, aren't I? Because I kind of wanted to go... Logistic filter coal, logistic filter stone, so that when I delete all of this stuff, all of these... Because I want to move this... I want to shimmy this to the side slightly, so that the mining drills are better lined up with the flamethrower turrets. Because the plan is to get one blueprint of all of this stuff with mining drills, and then also all the belts underneath, and then also flamethrowers around the edge of the mining drills, and then also walls... I don't know, here? What kind of gun range is that? I think we can go down a little bit further. I think we go to like here. Yeah, that's fine. And then have all these walls in the blueprint as well. Let's do... What kind of range are we looking at here? Like so, and then give... This is why I have all of these bots, because these guys want bots, and these guys want bots. I think we're just going to... Yeah, we'll worry about that aspect of it later. We'll just give these guys generic storage for the moment. Yeah, let's get rid of my bots, and then just actually move all of these one tile this way. Yeah, let's go here. Is that... Yes, because this whole thing, like these undergrounds here were to indicate to me where the platform ended, A, when the platform was smaller, and B, when I was manually connecting the stuff up, and that's not really going to be the play anymore. Let's go back to... Yeah, so we've got uranium processing, which I think is going to be big. I think we should go and mine some of that. I don't know what else I want to go and research. There was some more... I think I did some more bot speed. Do I want explosive rocketry? Would I use explosive rocketry? Let's do purple science, because yeah, all of these platform techs definitely suggest like a strict progression in this mod of red and then green and then military and then blue and then purple and then yellow. Like in the base game, blue and military kind of turn up about the same point, yellow and purple turn up about the same point. You can kind of swap them around. Here it does seem that purple is like a thing that happens strictly before yellow. So let's go and get that. Yeah, other things I wanted to do, we want to connect these up. Why? Oh, I guess because bots don't have all these things. Yeah, sure. And then other things that I wanted to do included... Yeah, I wanted, for reasons, all the undergrounds and everything like that on the platform itself to be red. So we're just going to do a quick upgrade planner just for the platform of all the things. Let's turn my bots back on because I've got that stuff and the Roboport doesn't. Yeah, of all the things, where did I put? Oh, here's the storage box. That's going to annoy me, isn't it? Yeah, let's put it here instead, and then yeah, that's going to be a much better place that will not confuse me as much. Do I have... No, because they all came with me and then back. Okay, sure. Yeah, because I kind of want to be able to have all of the logistics storage if I do end up picking up rock or stone or anything like that. It would be good to filter this into here rather than into this generic storage, which will have like walls and miners and guns and stuff like that. So yeah, we're going to get the rest of this build kind of whatever. Not super concerned about that. I should... Can I... Yeah, no, I think at this point I've actually got to defend this properly, don't I? That's a bit of a shame. Okay, so these are like temporary things that we will not worry about in a while, because I just want to go and get some other stuff kind of ticking over. And the thing is, we also don't really need this harvester platform at all. This is just going to be like kicking that over. But the thing I want to kind of start on is making these flamethrower turrets, which I guess is a good reason to go back and start doing that steel thing that I was going to do. So I guess we're also today on a bit of a timer to see... Wait, what is that? Is that my coal? Is that the coal that I have today? Okay, how are my teleporter coal supplies? They are completely full, so that's not really that useful. I think we just do a fairly nasty thing of grab some of this, flip it that way. You guys can all go there. You can get some power like so. And then we're just gonna bring this in here. And we will... I mean, there's not even that much coal there. That will probably run out by the time we deal with this stuff. But I did want to go and do this boiler floor thing. I should have driven in the car down here. Never mind. Yeah, because I want to get this making light oil, because I think we're going to use light oil for this stuff. We should be fine against those attacks. We've got a lot of damage upgrades. We're not even going to worry about it. Yeah, in the boiler floor, the thing I wanted to quickly check, given that we're not collecting all that much coal, is how much coal do we actually have? Maybe enough? And then, yeah, got some boiler floor upgrades as well. There's a decent amount of space now. I kind of also want to be down here when this tech ticks over, because that one said warp a small amount of water from the planet to the boiler floor, which sounds like a great deal. And oh yeah, we also got some harvester floor upgrades, so there's a bit more, like, it looks like there's more space. What's really happened is this weird conical spike shape that is the four-dimensional structure of the harvester floor has also pushed a larger wound into our universe, so that's cool. Yeah, we're gonna, like, this, if we can just get water on our boiler floor for free, that sounds pretty great, and probably a thing that people who have played a lot more Warptorio have realized is a much better idea than I did much earlier. And this is actually too much steel at the moment, because I also want... I mean, we're just going to handcraft this. I could, if I still had all that stuff in the queue, I would probably automate this, but we can probably just go, yeah, make a bunch of those, grab all of these things again. We will need... Give me all of this stuff. How many is that? I'm making cogs. I don't really want to make cogs. Yeah, we're just gonna... Okay, I can make some cogs. This is... Oh, and then we've got a lot of this stuff left over here. I think we're just gonna... We're gonna cache this engine in steel over here, because I do want a lot of flamethrower. I also want a lot of underground pipe, and I don't actually have a lot of underground pipe, so we're gonna just, you know, handcraft a bunch of stuff is fine. Okay, I want to see what that did to the boiler floor, because that might have... Yeah, so we don't need we don't need that whole construction at all now. We can just get water from here. Is this enough for... This is enough for 2 pumps from multiple places, which is a great deal. So I think... Yeah, we need to pump... This is all kind of disastrously set up, but also it's water. I kind of don't care. I can kind of just do that, and it's fine, because water is one of those things that is kind of free now. That's kind of also in a spot that's going to annoy me, but never mind. And then we're going to put this last pipe here, because I think we still want to take... Like, I think we're probably still using this for water, even if we're not pumping water down here because we've got it for free. Like, maybe we do the petrochem here, but I'm also using the teleporter to get the oil, so maybe I should choose another tech. And we've now got a bunch of extra things we can do that we're not ready for, because I don't have purple science yet. Should we just go into... I mean... I was going to do substations. I think I've already got... No, this is the substation. But this also unlocks a bunch of other energy transfer warp techs. So let's do that. Yeah, I think maybe we still do... Oh, this was the other thing I was going to kick off, wasn't it? I was going to get all of these guys somehow making light oil. And this would be an opportunity to kind of rearrange this if I felt it was bad, which I do. But actually the thing we can do is I can forget about forgetting my offshore pumps, because I haven't been very good at remembering to get the offshore pumps. And this means that all of this infrastructure can just go away, which is a whole lot easier and nice. And we've got a bunch more robots to play with as well, so I can do roboport things around the place. And do I want a better cracking pattern? Do I want a different cracking pattern? I think we're just going to get rid of this to start with, because most of these pipes are empty, because we kind of made sure that, like, these tanks were empty, just so we could move all this around and not worry about losing stuff. And we've also got... You know, and there's also a chest of the stuff downstairs, so not really concerned about that. We're apparently halfway through the episode. I guess I've got some of the things done I wanted to. But yeah, reasons why I wanted to move all of this stuff include these pipes we've got to use for something. In fact, I think I did this when I was wondering whether or not I would be using this thing to defend with flamethrowers and crude oil. I think we're going to try and defend with flamethrowers and light oil, which means that, and also because I want to take acid. Should I do that first? Now let's do this. Let's get the light oil happening first. Yeah, I think we're going to use these pipes to move light oil somewhere, which means that all of this stuff may as well move a bit. So let's grab this much of this thing, which is kind of the business section of this. Let's also maybe not do this with bots, because I've got a roboport, and we can just slap a roboport here. We can give this a thing. We can give you vastly more bots than I have, and you can also go... Okay, let's put it on the ground. I need to put it like here, and then you also may as well have repair packs, and you're also repairing the platform because you're good like that. Sure. I guess we go into some of those energy distribution techs now. Where are those energy distribution techs? That's not it. Where for? Why am I not seeing these things? I thought they were just available. Okay, let's find substations. And, oh, they're gated behind other stuff. They're gated behind blue chips, and then the other one is gated behind blue chips. So I guess we do blue chips. I mean, that's on the list of things to do anyways. No. Let's put this... let's not connect any underground pipes. In fact, are these... Is that the water pipe? That is the water pipe, isn't it? So connecting these two here, not necessarily a bad thing, but I think we want to move this... Let's get this out of the way, and we'll move this all to, like... Here? I don't know. Let's give you some more pipes. And then, did I pick up any oil refineries? I don't know. I'm just going to turn my bots back on, and my bots can help build any of the stuff that they may or may not need. Oh, that was going to the lubricant, which is now down here. Light oil is kind of whatever. We filled up a chest of that. That's cool. Yeah, let's put... I should have Control-C that rather than just deleting it, because then it would have got the recipe. Never mind. Yeah, this is going to be the lubricant, and actually the lubricant is not the thing I needed to fix right now, was it? It was I needed to get some way of getting heavy oil in. If the sulfuric acid is here, I guess the sulfuric acid is going in the top one, and then if I have a plan like that, then I can have acid. So I can have acid through one of these pipes, and then light oil through the other pipe. Then if I actually line that up super well, is that, oh, it's one tile off. That's still fine. Do I want to connect it like that? I think the answer to that is yes. But also I think this actually changing my mind about how that goes. I don't think that does that at all. I think we connect that up. We still don't have inputs here at all. I haven't really thought about making this accessible. In fact, now I've just thought about making it accessible, and we're going to make the gap on the other side. Hopefully those guys are doing fine, because these are... some of these guys are running out of bullets. Maybe they're fine? Some of those guys are still got bullets. I think we're definitely going to need to go back, but we kind of needed to go back there anyway. Water's going in here. Where's a place that I can get water out? Yeah, we can go... I mean, probably not the greatest plan to just continue with the spaghetti of stuff. But we're just going to continue with the spaghetti of stuff. So we've got water in there. We've got crude, which can come... Why is water going over there? Oh, because I had cracking over there. I think probably we still take this and do some cracking here, because kind of want a lot of light oil there, and then control how much we crack for like light oil greater than, you know, something pretty normal, like actually let's say 23,000, which is a lot, because this is also going to be defensive flamethrower fuel. Like, that's the entire plan of that there. And then, yeah, we'll take the teleporter somewhere and we'll be able to kind of drop this off when we get around to... Yeah, when we get around to actually having... what is... Oh yeah, that's a terrible place for a roboport, isn't it? Because the teleporter's going to come back and drop right there. Can we... There's not really a... Yeah, I think... have I left a decent space for this at all? I'm not sure I have. I think we might just be leaning into the spaghetti and dropping this thing over here, because why not? Have a bunch of bots. Yeah, you got 50 bots, that's fine. Power grid is still fine. And yeah, what was I... This was to let me bring... Do I want to bring crude oil over that way at all? Can I... Yeah, maybe not. I think we'll just do that. That's going to get everything back online again. Is fine. And then this I don't really feel like changing, so we're just going to slap that in there and do kind of this business with a pipe here. We also don't have anywhere for the heavy oil to go yet. So maybe we do just... Okay, that thing we don't need. Maybe we do just bring the heavy oil down here again. Maybe. Let's figure out... I mean, let's get the cracking pattern back first. Actually, this is going to be... Can I just do something awful and just, like, have lubricant here? Because then I can... Does the cracking line up this way? It does. This is going to be awful. So we're going to go, yeah, light, heavy cracking here, latch cracking here. I actually need more heavy cracking than that because, okay, I'm going to get around this ratio problem by just speed modulating this more than we are speed modulating the oil refineries. So that's how that's going to work. And then we can kind of spaghetti the rest of this together, except that in order for that to work... Okay, yeah, we're going to have to move these forward one more to be able to get the water in here. This is still going to be a mess. Yeah, which I'm fine with. That can go there, except that yeah, we want to crack the heavy oil all of the time. We don't really have anything to do with heavy oil other than lubricant, so I don't even mind that we're not really tanking it. We need to get water in. Can I? No, I can't actually move. I can't move this guy up one tile unless it also moves back. But that's, yeah, I think that's going to be... I mean, maybe I could move the other one down, because I think I do need 2 of these on this kind of cracking. Maybe I could... Moving them up isn't going to really work. Maybe it's moving this one down. Where is my water? Oh yeah, so... I did have... Oh, I did have a system of having, like, this disastrous thing of going, like, under here or something, didn't I? Is that going to be what we want to... I mean, sure. It's not worse than things we've already done. It's pretty bad. So how do we get... So this is just filling up my light oil, which I can then take to flamethrowers, which I've now also all handcrafted, which is nice. I think we do this just so we can walk through here. But this also means that... Because I've got this water as well, so I could just go... Like, water here, water there... other than the fact that I need this gas output, which is... I mean, it's going to go up here, isn't it? This gas output is also heading this way, or it could go around the bottom and be tidier. Would it be tidier if it went around the bottom? That's not going to work there, which means that we would have to jump it down again, or we just jump all of these down, which is I think what we're going to do. Yay for bots, and now we can have this here. And now we should have a place for this cracking to happen. Does that mean that one of these... Oh, because these guys are... So all of the heavy oil is also getting cracked directly to gas, which I'm not super happy about. I would rather the heavy oil was cracked into... Yeah, I would much rather heavy oil was cracked into light oil, which I could use as light oil. Because, yeah, we're getting attacked a bit. I mean, it is 31 minutes. It's kind of time to go. And also, I didn't really defend those mining drills, did I? And those other ones were out of ammo. So, yeah, I think I do need to... I mean, A, go and defend some of this stuff, because we kind of ignored that. And these... Yeah, this is the whole thing about large numbers of waves arriving at once. We're just going to do all of that. We kind of don't want our bots driving around doing stuff. These guys are... Yeah, these guys are out of ammo, which is a bit of a shame. Bots can put those towers back. I think I tried to put power balls instead of throwing grenades. It's fine. Things are fine here. This is all filled up, but we kind of needed to blueprint the rest of that stuff anyway, and we've actually not blueprinted it because we didn't get the rest of the things done. We also haven't done the steel either. I want to do the steel quickly. I want to see if I can quickly hack in some steel. So first of all, I think I just need more engines because we're going to be doing engine things. So let's copy this and have it... let's copy, because this kind of is a tiling pattern of like 4. That's going to give us, actually, to be honest, a lot more engines than I need. I think this is... I mean, are we building up engines? Well, we are building up engines, because these guys are out of green chips. That's these guys are out of green chips because these guys need iron because all those buffers emptied, which is kind of a thing we were going to worry about anyway. Okay, and then these guys not having fuel is fine. Can we fit... We can fit 10 in here pretty comfortably because the other thing I'm looking at is we've still got to have enough kind of wiggle room in here to be able to filter off the iron we need and then also grab some coal and all that kind of stuff to make this a reliable supply. But the other thing that we need to do is this, like at the moment, if I'm dropping, and actually let's, I don't have many of these, do I? If this is going to be our steel pattern, spoilers, pretty basic steel pattern. Let's also do, we'll do some power stuff, and then we'll, have some more power stuff here. And then if this is, like, if this is running this way around, then all the steel is kind of going into this box before it's going past the engines. And I'd kind of prefer that it would go the other way, except that to flip it the other way, I need to do this separation differently again, but also this was the thing that I wanted to do differently anyway, because I think these engines over here just aren't getting enough pipe. So I think we are going to, we're going to flip this round. Is this going to break everything? Probably not going to break everything. Copy this, put it the other way. This steel buffer actually needs to go the other way and have all the steel back. And then all of these belts need to run the other way. And now we've got... Once we start putting stuff on this, but that's going to be reasonably straightforward. And then also if I have the rest of the inserters, which I currently don't. Yeah, cool, belt stuff. This is going to... Yeah, the issue here is that we need to make all these things run the other way. But the other problem I was having is that these inserters, I don't think we're putting enough pipe in. Okay, so this guy is also short of iron, which is the other problem. But if I ran these... If I flip these around, and then instead of... Because these guys are circuit conditioned to this box. And then if we copy these things, then we're checking how many engines we've got, which is fine. And then these are the inputs. But also I don't want that many items. Like, I don't want... Like, I've got to do fast inserters here to keep up with this stuff, but I don't actually want fast inserters worth of stuff. I think I want to overwrite the stack size to 2, and then also overwrite these stack sizes to 2, and these ones also to 2, because things are going to be moving around in pairs, because we've got all the stack sizes set to 2. So now... I need to put more iron on this thing. That's definitely a thing we need to do. But I think now we should have... Like this, the amount of stuff on this belt is now going to be moderated not by one normal inserter, because we got rid of those, but by the long-head inserters, which are a bit faster, and then these inserters will be able to keep up with whatever these guys are putting on the ground, because these are all stack size 2, right? Yeah, these are all stack size 2. These inserters still control how much goes into the box, which is fine, and then these are also stack size 2, so they should be able to pick up the pairs of things that go fast, that go past that these guys put down. So other than the fact that I don't have green chips through here because I don't have iron, so let's just... This is how we fix this problem. Are we getting attacked again? Is it nighttime again? Sure. So yeah, at some point I'm going to like plug a steel thing in there, but that's the basics of how that's going to work. And then this engine's filter is still just going to drop all the engines in here, and we'll never get too many engines because A, this box isn't limited at all, but also these inserters here check how many engines we've got and just don't put ingredients on the belt if we have enough engines. So maybe one of these bits of belt should also check whether or not we have enough engines. In fact, from this inserter to this inserter, the steel also wants to check that we have enough engines. Yeah, so we're now only putting all of these ingredients on the belt if we don't have enough engines. We're losing something, which is... Yeah, this is kind of the overwhelming tragedy that I was wondering if it would be. Is this because this is a desert map? So that's going to help out all those bits of the base a bit. These guys also need some support. Yeah, so this is fine, isn't it? This is normal things to see 40 minutes into... Oh, bots. This is like completely normal things to worry about happening 30 minutes into a Warptorio mod. It's fine. You guys probably need some ammunition. Did I lose a lot of ammunition there, or did you guys just have all your stuff die because you ran out of ammo? I think in either case, that means that we kind of want to leave before... Yeah, this is fine, isn't it? This is completely normal. Do we need... Are all these guys done? It looks like all of that is just blocked up, which is fine. We're going to get rid of this stuff. Turn the bots back on. Are those... They're actually... Oh, they're in Harvester Roboport range. That's nice. Yeah, because I want to get... Do I have... I do have space. Yeah, we gotta get out of here now. It's pretty important that... Like, we either defend a lot more carefully, or... I do need to find a place to put a tank here. That is a thing that I'm not sure about. I think all of these guns might actually move out one tile. And then I think I might also need to get some cliff explosives into this network, because we will be trying to drop a roboport that has this kind of... It's not even lined up. Why is that not lined up? Things that are annoying. Okay, bots can do this. Probably house bots are going to do this. Did that go in the right place? Don't know if that went in the right place. Yeah. So, turn my bots off, actually. You get all of that, because you're going to need it when we get to the next place. I'm going to, okay, turn my bots back on, get rid of all these things. We didn't get uranium. Disappointment. I mean, I think at this point, yeah, I've got this tank of acid going into this pipe, so we're pretty well set up to get more uranium when we can. I think I do need to revisit this cracking to make this heavy oil go into this tank and then crack. What are we blocked on? Yeah, we're blocked on heavy oil because... Why you no crack? Oh, because water? I thought I reconnected that water. Ah, that pump. That pump is a thing that makes sense, yes, because... Okay. Because this pump is no longer facing that direction. This is the pump that we're now, like, the downstairs is now the water source, because we've got that fancy stuff down there. Yeah, I think we're going to get... because we've torn all this mining down, I can't even do this blueprint now, which is a bit of a shame. The plan was going to be to blueprint all of this thing and then be able to drop the whole blueprint, but we kind of just need to run away at this point. I do want to line up all of this stuff first. Get rid of that one, just so we can, yeah, figure out where this wall is going to be, so that I can blueprint this the next time we have to go somewhere. So I want to... Should we double wall this? Yeah, let's double wall this. I mean, we do have all this armored biter stuff going on. Yeah, and then the rest of the plan is going to be build the rest of this blueprint up so that when we get to a new place, I am able to drop this blueprint, so I can drop... Yeah, we're gonna need more of And I think we're going to have flamethrower turrets out around the mining as well. But the plan is basically, and I need to do this again with all the miners. Actually, I wonder if I could just sneakily do this now and do this fast enough because we've got all the house bots. One of them was like here, wasn't it? Except that it's not all going to work because all of this mining is no longer here. But it's going to be about this size, and then these ones are going to connect, and these ones are going to connect here. And yeah, the reason for using red belt on the platform is so I can deletion planner all the yellow belts just like globally and not worry about that. But the blueprint I want is kind of this thing, except with more of the walls around the outside and also flamethrower turrets going around the outside, and then all of the miners on a decent sized patch instead of just some of them. But this will mean that, yeah, this is going to be the blueprint. Okay, it's not yet, but that framework is going to be the it's not what I wanted. The framework we use to create the blueprint that we'll use to drop the harvester down. So instead of having like here's a thing that goes on the platform and we just put a thing on the platform, we are... Do you guys need more storage? You might need more storage. Maybe. We're instead going to have a thing where we have, yeah, some roboports that go with the platform. We'll have a blueprint that we can drop that puts walls at a good distance for the flamethrowers and also puts a bunch of mining drills down, and then we can line that up with the mining drills. And then, yeah, we're still not going to do... It's time to go. Yeah, I wonder if we're going to lose any more of the stuff. Maybe. We've got another 30 seconds before these guys roll in. Yeah, we're not going to worry about putting the harvester on a mining patch itself. We're going to put the harvester platform next to the mining and then have the roboport drop all the mining drills in the way, and then we can still wander off and do another thing. Are we going to lose? No, we're not going to lose too much stuff. It's going to be fine. These guys are also not going to be a thing. It's fine. I do want to quickly wander down here and see... Yeah, we kind of got to put some turrets back because we lost quite a few turrets. But we are... Yeah, bots on. We are in the next warp zone with... they don't want 100 bullets each, they probably only want 50 bullets each. I should probably defend these properly as well. This world looks deserted and we appear to be safe for now. Super disappointing, because that means that I don't have mining patches that I can actually put enough miners on to make that blueprint work. Which one? This one. This one. Because there's still a bit of work to do with this. Like, I've got to... I mean, I could probably still figure out... Let's just do the rest of that now, because this world is also, you know, not actually doing anything. Yeah, let's start with left harvester platform. Put it here. We've got the bots up. Is this going to be... This is probably going to be enough space. That's going to go there. I don't really want my bots on. Yeah, we'll just continue with research because we can do that, and we did the blue chips so we could do these other energy updates that I'm still not sure that I super need, but we're going to do that. And yeah, welcome to Warp Zone 32. There's nothing here and it's not super interesting. Oh well, we're going to finish off this blueprint. Because also the thing I can no longer check. Yeah, that doesn't tell me actually how much. Mining productivity. Where is the bonus that tells me mining productivity? 120%. So this is 1, 2, 3. This is what? This is 8 miners long, so that's going to be more than a full belt. In fact, we could even... Probably we can upgrade from about here and get more stuff out. So that's just going to be a thing we do in the plan, which is nice. Bots on, you can get all that stuff done. And then I still need to figure out how to get a tank in here, but I don't actually care about connecting a tank to either of these things. So maybe that means we just go here to here, and we just slap in a tank. Do I want... I think that might work. Do I want the... the roboports like more central. I think that's fine. I think, like, I was playing with one in the middle, but the series already kind of congested because there's stuff going in there. Having them on the outside also reduces the travel time to the walls, which is pretty important. I think maybe also we move some of these out as well, because we can. But the main thing is going to be figuring out, yeah, so the plan for getting oil in here, in fact, there's not a great way to do that at the moment. And we kind of made the rest of this a bit awkward as well, but maybe that was always going to be the case. Can we have you just a little bit closer? We can't really have you closer. Can we have... I'm going to jump through here, and... because one of these congested messes is probably going to have some iron for me, right? Yeah, there we go. And now we can have a couple more pipes. That was the entire plan there. And now we can set this... yeah, because I think I'm kind of lacking a refueling strategy as well. Like, maybe this goes... I mean, even that's not great. Because the plan is... I didn't actually get the teleporter. Cool. Let's go. I think this is going to be one of the things where, like, I describe what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to kick it around for a while, and then I'm going to come back and see how it ended up. Because part of the refueling plan is we are over here. We grab the teleporter. The teleporter bottom right item has all the light oil. There's another car, which I should probably have with me, because those things are useful. All of that's kind of blocked. Oh, I got flamethrower fuel. I got around to getting myself flamethrower fuel. I should have that, given that I did actually make myself the flamethrower. Yeah, so we... like, one of the options I was toying with was figuring out how to go through, like, maybe one of these pipes, maybe... actually, maybe that's what we do. Yeah, I think this is where the tank goes. I think we just put the tank here. And then we connect it like so. We don't figure out how to run the pipes back through this mess and then through all of these pipes. What we do is over here, we have... like, I don't even need this tank at this point. That tank is surplus, which is nice because it means that I think we can move all of this stuff around. Yeah, this is I think better, because we can have a thing that goes here, and then we can run this through. This is going to have to, yeah, this one is still kind of in the way. We still can't easily get underground there, which is a disappointment. I mean, I'd like to power it from both sides, but maybe we just don't. Maybe we only fuel it from one side. But yeah, the plan for getting the light oil over here is we just straight up pull the teleporter in, and then we got this thing. We got, hey, light oil. Flamethrowers have light oil, and then this tank downstairs is also getting some light oil. So rather than spaghettiing all these things through the middle of the space and making sure that these guys have a permanent light oil source inside, we're just going to use the teleporter. And we're going to drop the teleporter around the place. We're going to move some light oil around. I mean, I guess I could pump this. These guys have all got probably all the light oil they need now. It's not even stored on the platform. It's stored downstairs. So all that can go away. And then, yeah, the other thing, the remaining things to do, I think we're gonna slightly move these turrets, but I mean, where is, so miners are going to be basically here, so flamethrower turrets kind of need to be, I mean, maybe I could do this with only 3 mining belts, but I much prefer to do this with 4 mining belts, like maybe here, but I'm not even super happy about having them like so close to the miners, but also whatever, I think it's probably fine. The only disadvantage with this being... okay, so I can move this away from the flamethrower turrets, because we're also kind of worried about how these things get attacked and spat at, and also these poles don't need to be here anymore. Yeah, I think we... yeah, because the plan is to basically figure out a pattern of flamethrower defense around this entire thing that I am happy with, and then basically grab this entire thing and put it there. That's not... Why is that offset? Oh, because these are slightly lower. Yeah, so that I can get corners, but I can't get the whole thing. Okay, let's grab a corner that I decided I was happy with. And this is, yeah, so this wall kicks out a bit as well, which I think we're also kind of okay with. Yeah, I think I just kick this around for a bit in this warp zone that has nothing else to do. There's nothing else to mine, and then I end up with, yeah, this is not going to be, they're not going to be there like that. They're going to be there like, let's grab all of that and just press G and mirror all of this over here. And yeah, we're going to end up with a blueprint that doesn't have the miners in, but we kind of need to put it on a big mining patch to do that anyway. We're going to get a lot of miners. We're going to get flamethrower support around the place. I probably need a couple of deconstruction planners. I probably, in fact, need a deconstruction planner that is exclusively for walls. So that, because at the end of any particular mission, I need to do the deconstruction planner to get rid of all the mining drills, and then when all of those mining drills are cleared, we've got to do the deconstruction plan for the walls, and then also all of this stuff. And then the bots can pick up all of that. I don't really mind losing a small amount of fluid through here. I'm going to do undo twice so we can get all of that back so we can blueprint it again. But yeah, that's mostly going to be the plan. And with a radar here, this will mean that I can start to pack up the miners, and then at the beginning of a day when it's hopefully safe, also just kick off the deconstruction of the rest of the walls. And in fact, the rest of the walls are going to be, you know, something like that, because, you know, that's how that happens. And I guess these guys are just going to be more flamethrowers than we needed. Hey, I think that might actually be maybe the entire build. I mean, the thing I don't have here, I don't have any other gun turrets around the place over here, which is a little bit of a concern. But also I don't really want an ammo belt running all the way around the outside that I have to unpack when I'm done with the zone. I think I just want, like, flamethrower defense is still going to be fine. These guys also, do these guys have repair packs? Because I did also make a lot of repair packs. So you guys can have repair packs. You've got about 50 bots, that's fine. I've got enough bots to do another setup like this at the other harvester wing, and then I can drop... Yeah, we're not going to do a thing where we drop a harvester wing on a mining patch. We're going to drop a harvester wing on a next to a mining patch, and then have bots build a blueprint of flamethrower defense, and also walls, and also mining drills, and connect all those things up that bots will just get on with, because they're going to have all that stuff in here anyway. And we're going to do all of that, which is even better than, you know, me running around with, like, this little mining thing, like, slapping mining around the place. We can just drop it on a big patch. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that general plan. I need to kick it around a bit more. We shall come back later, at some point later. We had all of Warp Zone 31, we had a bit of Warp Zone 32, we are now doing big harvester things, which is kind of nice. Then we need to do the other harvester as well, but it should just mostly be a blueprint rotate. And yeah, tech is slowly kicking along. I still don't have a purple or yellow science plan, but those are also things we can spaghetti in later. We've got a lot more space now, and yeah, this warp zone is pretty dull, other than the general kind of blueprint experimentation. So yeah, that was this episode. There's like an extra bonus 12 minutes of blueprint planning afterwards, and we'll come back and I shall have this thing completed and ready to deploy somewhere. So yeah, good times.